Hey, what's up you guys? Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency, and in this video we're going to talk about 4 mistakes that are costing you big money with Google Ads. Now, if you see my video before where I talk about Google Ads versus Facebook Ads, you know that Google Ads is one of the most profitable things that you can do for your construction business. Google Ads is going to give you very qualified leads. It's going to give you super fast results, top of Google pretty much instantly, and it's an extremely aggressive marketing strategy that you should be using in your contracting business. But with that being said, I'm going to share with you these 4 mistakes that many contractors make when it comes to Google Ads. I'm going to show you how to avoid these mistakes so that you can save some money and get leads a lot cheaper and not blow your entire budget on Google Ads mistakenly. All right, so let's dive right into things here. I want to make this well worth your time. So first mistake that people make with Google Ads, let's go on this side, that people make with Google Ads yeah, we'll just call it a negative list. So this is like a little bit of a long thing, but I'm going to explain what this is. So the number one thing first that most people will make a mistake with when it comes to Google Ads is doing what's called a broad campaign. So their keywords are super broad. They're not long tail type keywords or specific. They'll be like flooring, for example. So let's say that you do hardwood floor refinishing and the keyword though will be like flooring or something like that. And you have what's called no negative word list set up. This is going to cost you a ton of money, and you're going to get all sorts of like unqualified leads, unqualified calls. Because let's say, for example, if you do a broad campaign and you have a keyword that's like flooring, right? And you're a flooring company, but you do like hardwood floor refinishing, then that means that every single company that's called like example flooring, Bob's flooring, matte flooring, whatever, if someone types that into Google, then your ad is going to be showing for that. And this is why a lot of contractors will be getting calls when they're doing Google Ads for like other businesses and they're like, yo, what's going on here? It's because it's a broad campaign to try and get more of that reach, but there's no negative word list associated with it. So your ad is just getting clicked all day by all these random keywords, and you're basically just getting a ton of unqualified traffic, and it's not going to be worth your time. You're going to spend a lot of money if you do that, and you're not going to get very good quality leads. That's definitely a really big mistake. Second mistake. Always use protection when it comes to Google Ads. Always make sure that you're using protection. What do I mean? Well, the type of protection that you need is from something called click fraud. So if you don't know what click fraud is basically every single time that someone clicks on your ad on Google with the Google Ads, that's costing you like $3 to $5. That's why it's called pay per click, because you're charged every single time that someone clicks on that ad. Now, what's become more and more of an issue lately with Google Ads is that competitors will literally click on your ads just to waste your budget. In fact, there are companies called click farms or negative SEO companies that people will hire to target their competitors and literally waste their budget, ruin their SEO, and ruin their online presence. This is kind of where we're at today because people are getting more and more competitive. And so instead of building up their own stuff, they're dragging other people down. And so if you're going to run Google Ads, you absolutely need to use something called click fraud protection software. Otherwise, your ad is just a sitting duck for people to click on all day long and give you really, really crappy clicks. We're talking like spending, upwards of $1,000 to $2,000 on literally fraudulent clicks. And so this is basically something now that's mandatory. If you're not using click fraud protection software on your Google ad campaigns, you absolutely need to. And this is something that we do with all of our clients. We protect them with that. And so this is a big mistake that a lot of people make. Google doesn't want to address it because it gives them bad PR for their advertising platform. But this is something that's becoming more and more of an issue. If you want to learn more about it, just Google click fraud with Google Ads and you can learn all about it. All right, mistake number 3. Mistake number 3 is something called smart campaigns. Now, what you have to understand is that Google does not have an invested interest in you getting more high quality leads for your construction business. All that Google wants is to be able to generate clicks, because that's when they get paid. And so they have a platform. They have 2 platforms. One is called Smart Campaigns or Smart Mode. One is called Expert Mode. They didn't really get creative, to be honest, with the names of it, but we'll forget about that. So Smart Campaigns, what that is basically like Google Ads, but on training wheels. If you set up Google Ads on your own for your construction business, odds are that it is a smart campaign, because setting up actual Google Ad accounts in Expert Mode can be pretty complex. There's a lot of stuff going on and there's a lot of mistakes that someone who doesn't know what they're doing can make. So to combat that, Google started using something called smart campaigns. You'll know it's a smart campaign if you have a little symbol beside your campaign with like a wand, and it has like magical stars and stuff around it or whatever. So the problem with smart campaigns is that it relies extremely heavily on Google's AI. And so this is an issue, because basically what happens is you put your website in there, and then Google will scan the website and the content on there, and then come up with a list of keywords that it thinks would be helpful for you, and it basically sets the campaign up for you. The issue with this is that you're not protected from this mistake, so it will not know if it can do like a broad match or if it should do like a phrase match, specific match. And the problem is that it will basically set up the campaign for you to get the most possible clicks possible. And the problem with that is that you don't want the most possible clicks. In fact, you want the least possible clicks on your Google Ads campaign. You want as least amount of clicks as you possibly can to get the highest amount of conversions. Because the more clicks, the more money that you're spending, right? And the higher the cost of those clicks, the more money you're spending. So you want to spend the least amount and get the most, right? Obviously. And so smart campaigns are a huge mistake that most contractors will make. And they think that they're doing Google Ads, or they think that they have it set up, but they actually don't. So always make sure that your Google Ads are not in smart campaign setup, that they're always in expert mode. This is going to save you a lot of money. All right. And mistake number 4. I've saved the last for the best, right? So mistake number 4 is using a crappy website. Think about it like this. If you're spending all that money to bring someone somewhere, don't you want that somewhere to actually be of value, that's going to do the thing that you want? Imagine that you spent all this money basically getting a ton of people to be like congregating in a certain area, right? Like I spent millions of dollars on flying friends out, driving people out to this event, and I said, this is going to be a crazy event, everyone come out. And I spent all this money on getting everyone to come out to this event. And then when they showed up, it was just me there. And I just said, hey, sorry guys, I don't actually really have an event for you. Sorry about that. And so basically that's what you're doing if you spend all this money on Google Ads and then you don't have anywhere high quality to send them, right? And so you need to make sure that if you're going to be doing Google Ads, you have to have a really good website set up as well. Not just one that looks pretty, but one that has a very good conversion rate. And what that looks like is one that has call to actions on it. So like request a quote. It's very simple, very clear. You're showing pictures of your work. You've got really nice testimonials on there. It's very clear what you do. It looks good on your phone. There's a lot of different things that go into that. And if you go through this group, there's actually videos. If you just search like landing page or website, I've got a ton of videos that'll teach you on how to make a website that converts. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you're making any of these mistakes here, I would absolutely recommend that you stop making those mistakes, because that's costing you a lot of money in your Google Ads that you could be saving and obviously turning into profit. So if you found this video helpful, I would appreciate if you leave a comment below, give it a thumbs up. If you need some help with this kind of stuff, feel free to reach out. Happy to help you. But other than that, guys, hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk real soon.